Zippity doo dah, zippity day.
Oh, wow. My God. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Reality Showgirls.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Whitney and
Eleni.
Ooh, I feel so weird recording right now because...
Are we singing Disney? Because...
Oh my God. I wasn't even thinking about that.
That is actually funny. I actually didn't even... Yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I don't know what I was going to say.
You feel weird recording at this time?
I was going to say I feel
Yes.
I feel weird recording because we just recorded a few days ago.
I know.
It's normally not this quick.
It's a quick turnaround. I haven't even finished the last podcast.
Perfect.
I was literally listening to the last 5 minutes of it. But this is a little hodgepodgey episode for you. I'm traveling this weekend. As you guys know, it's wedding season for me. I'm in another wedding. I am going to Atlanta tomorrow, which is kind of inconvenient because of how the shows have been spaced. A lot of the shows come out on Thursday and Friday. And it's like homeboy, homegirl, home they. Get it together. Home day is the craziest thing I've ever said.
It's pretty crazy.
Anyways, so we have a little hodgepodgey episode for you. We'll be covering, hometowns
and Traitors.
Yeah. So
whenever, but we will be together and then apart.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, you'll notice the change of scenery. But if you're just listening, just listen on.
Just keep on listening.
Just keep on keeping on.
But
okay. Yeah. What was this weekend like for us? I actually don't even remember what we did. Nothing, but everything.
I mean, the only thing that really happened was the Oscars. That's what
Did we even do anything this weekend? Oh, we were kind of doing stuff.
Oh, you know what I did?
Yeah, you saw a show.
I literally saw my friend Gianna. She is Anne Boleyn in 6 right now, you guys. You should all go see it. She was so good. She was so funny. I didn't realize how funny the character is, because I just hear the
green
music.
one. The green one is they say is the best one because she is the more charactery one and she's the fun one. I would say my least favorite is the last one, but I love the song of the last one.
I love the last song. Yeah, that's the first song I ever heard from 6. And I was
wait, no, that's the ending. Oh,
I love you, boy.
Yeah.
That one.
That's a great song.
Okay. But yeah, that character is Gianna though. She is so.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, she's not uptight princessy, but just she's funny. She's just a funny.
Yeah.
We like to call her she's Danny DeVito in a girl's body.
Yeah, that's about right. She seems that vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so fun, and also. So we got to stay in the side of the theater after to wait for her to come and talk to her. And it just so happened that Ashley Park was just waiting to see her too.
From Emily in Paris?
Yes.
I love how I say from Emily in Paris. I sound like a non-theater person, but
she's kind of more known for Emily in Paris now, I feel like.
No, she is known for Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
What are you going to say? Mean Girls? I mean, yeah, Mean Girls.
I mean, yes. She was in Mean Girls, and so was Gianna, so that's why they know each other.
Wait, Gianna was in the Mean Girls on Broadway?
Yeah, she was ensemble and covered.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's that?
Yes.
God, I can't think of her
name.
Janice, thank you. Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Raise your ya.
Raise your ya. Well, Mean Girls.
Are you talking about Mary Kate?
No, this is an interesting segue, I would say.
Okay.
But the Heather's Open Call, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Are you going to submit?
I guess. I actually don't really know. I mean, it's an open call submission.
Why not?
It's not like they're actually looking, but maybe.
Yeah.
Have you known anyone to book from an open call virtual submission?
I mean, I don't know too many people, so no.
I've actually never heard of anyone. If you're a theater person and you're currently auditioning and fighting for your life right now, can you let me know if you know anyone that has ever gotten anything from a virtual open call? Not a normal in-person open call. I'm saying virtual. Please reach out to me.
Because you get so many submissions. I mean,
but anyways, Mean Girls, Gianna, that Ashley Park, all of that
Ashley
happened.
Park, yes. She asked us our names, so she probably already forgot them. But in my mind,
you're basically an Emily in Paris.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be in the next season. Thank you. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. It was really nice. It was fun, and I got to catch up with some friends I haven't seen in a while. But yeah, that was basically the big guy for the weekend.
I took pictures with Marianne. That's what I was thinking. What I did.
You had a little photo shoot.
I had a little photo shoot.
I'm sad we both didn't get to do it because
you know what? It was mizzy. Like it was cold. It was really cold. And
next Tuesday it's supposed to be 65 degrees.
That's excellent news.
I was like, should we do something? Should we get brunch? Should we have our photo shoot? You know?
We should do something like of those some sorts. Yeah, I took so Marianne. She is. We need to have her on the pod because I feel like she'd be great on the pod. But she's front desk girly at Orange Theory that I've become. I befriend all the front desk people that I work with. So if you ever work with me, you're just going to become my best friend because I cannot stand not venting to someone for even a second. So I have to find friends everywhere I go. But she's great. She's a photographer and designer. She's just like a lot of stuff. But anyways, she's just building up her rep. So she wanted to take pictures of me. And I was like, listen, I'm no model.
Just a girl.
I'm just a girl. But like, I think it's also just good to practice being in front of a camera and just getting used to it. Because
so
like,
awkward in front of a camera.
I'm just like a diva in the way I'm like, I'm just such a live performer. You know, like I don't like the camera in front of my face, but like, bitch, put me in Sunset Boulevard. Cameras. All of a sudden, I'll be like,
be like that girl dancing.
Yeah,
doing the things, but with a better face than what I just did.
Yeah, I'm still confused by the person. Sorry, Sunset Boulevard's closing in July, which we apparently already knew. I just forgot.
They had another person go on last night.
Yes, I saw that.
I don't know her name, but she was in Anything Goes.
Oh, slay. Yeah, I saw that.
Good Speed Musicals. Such a random thing.
Very random fact that you have there.
I just saw it on my friend's story because he's like obsessed with theater and was like, she slayed when she did this role.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was it. I was never planning to go out this weekend, so it was kind of a low-key weekend.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Because I know this weekend is about to take it out. It's going to be a long haul, y'all. I'll see everyone on the other side. See everyone there. Hopefully I'll come back.
Boy, can't wait to hear what stories you'll have to tell.
No, I'm not. Mark my words, everyone. I'm not kissing a man at this wedding. Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna be laughing at everyone in 1 week from now when I'm sat here and I'm gonna tell you guys, yeah, I didn't do it.
Okay. I believe in you. You know what? I want that. That's what I want for you. So
me too. I don't want any man. I don't even want to look at a man. Also, I feel like when you're a bridesmaid, it's like so hands-on. Like you're so immersed.
Oh, you weren't one last time.
No.
Okay.
No. Not my last cousin. Yeah. So when I'm sat here next week, I'll tell y'all what happened.
All right.
But, yeah, going back to some like Broadway stuff, Mary-Kate Morrissey, Alexandra Socha, what are the other cast members that finished their run? It was like a few, Donna McKechnie, all of these, all of their contracts were synced up together for Wicked. So we have a new cast for Wicked.
I mean, that means not much to me because I've never seen it. So
Lyncia and Ali are now taking the roles of Elphaba and Glinda. This is the official first Black woman playing Elphaba full-time primary. It is a big deal.
Here it is, and I'm going to be putting in my lottery.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I'm going to see it regardless because I will spend the money on it, and I like to see Wicked every year, so yeah, I will be doing that at some point. But if we could win the lottery, that'd be nice. Yeah, the only thought I saw, did you see the promo pics of it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was hoping that they would this is the first cast now with the movie. Are they going to pull anything from the movie? Are they going to start to implement some stuff? I don't know,
maybe
guys.
They just want it to be two separate entities. You know what I mean?
And it is, but like, how can you not be inspired by Cynthia Erivo's performance?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that vocally she might do something similar, but as far I thought you just meant like the change to popular or like
maybe that like something, I don't know if that drastic, but like this is the first cast that could draw inspiration from the movie, and that's exciting.
Yes. Okay. I guess I was confused by what you were.
Yeah, there could be. I mean, there could be any changes. I guess. I wonder if eventually they will do that popular ending, though. But I feel like that's just a movie thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like some things will just be the movie, obviously. But
Okay.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah,
And
but I really want to talk about the Oscars because first of all, Wicked snubbed.
yeah,
Snubbed.
going into that,
Because
Wicked was snubbed.
Why the hell did Amelia Perez win anything, really? I'm sorry. I mean, I think everyone can be pretty much in complete agreement that that was a terrible movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to watch it now because for a second we were like, oh, we should watch it since it won stuff. But then I like looked at like how offensive it was to trans people and to Mexico, and because they were basically just taking like caricatures of these types of people,
and I don't really
and
know
not
if it
actually
was
learning or portraying them in the proper way.
And I also don't even think they kept talking about the sex workers and stuff, and I'm like, but were you creating space for them?
No, the sex workers is Honora.
Oh,
2 separate movies.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
And apparently the director for that loves doing movies about sex workers.
Yeah.
So
that's the one I was like reading about, was the Honora and the sex workers. I thought that whole thing was weird, and they also won too much too.
Why are we promoting these movies that are just like,
I really just think sometimes they just like don't want to give. They like don't want the thing that should win the win. Like they don't want to give the
it's okay to give a classic a movie an award. You know what I mean?
Like
it doesn't have to be something so controversial. I mean, not to say that it can't be a movie about trans people or people from Mexico, but just do it correctly. You know?
And if it was good, then I'd be like, that was good though.
Exactly. But the music, awful in Amelia Perez, just absolutely awful. And oh my God, when the freaking French music directors won for that song and that girl started trying to do a sing-along, Amelia, Amelia, I was like, get this woman off the stage. Enough.
Like to do that in front of Cynthia's face.
After the thing is, like, Ariana and Cynthia opened the show. It's like literally blew us all away.
Ari sang Somewhere Over a Rainbow. Guys, obviously if you're an Ari stan, we know that this means a lot to her because she sang this in Manchester after the shooting, and then she came back and did that benefit concert, and she chose to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. She's always been connected to Wicked, we know this. But flawless.
Yeah.
Then Defying Gravity, she took a step back. Cynthia ate it up. Literally
chomp. You
can't even no one can match Cynthia's level. She is the Alphaba. She is Alphaba.
Yeah.
She will be known for Alphaba forever. Her and Idina is just because she's first.
Yeah.
That's it. At this point, just because she's first.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to give her some credit. She did originate it. But like Cynthia is.
I'm just really upset that like we're promoting these movies that just don't need to be on a pedestal.
And Wicked needs to be
on a
blasted.
Pedestal. Yes.
It needs to win everything.
They won like best costume design, which is really wonderful because it was the first Black man to ever win that award.
I loved his speech.
I don't think I was paying attention, unfortunately, during that part.
Oh, it was good. They won for like something else too, but I was just like,
I think it was like about the set.
Ari not winning, but Cynthia not winning. I mean, or Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. I think she was snubbed. Yeah.
Like if it wasn't Cynthia, Demi.
And
if it wasn't Demi, Cynthia. But to give it to that like 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. It felt wrong. It felt off. Doja Cat was trying to belt. I don't know what was happening.
Oh yeah, Doja. Well, she acknowledged her flat notes, okay? So as long as the girl knows. But hey, she did the thing.
I'm sorry, but Doja is never like a beltress. She's like a rapper that can sing. She's like giving Nicki Minaj, but like can sing more than Nicki. I've never thought that Doja was a singer.
I mean, she does sing on a lot of her songs.
She does sing on. I guess I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
But
she does rap a lot too. Anyways,
of course. But you
she's
know,
a triple
good for
threat.
her for trying something new. And I'm glad to see her out and about like this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's been silent.
But the other like weird things that happened during the Oscars was that Zoe Saldana won for Best Supporting Actress.
Beat Ari.
And
Bitch.
like, it's weird because I feel like I like Zoe, but then I don't know, like, because afterwards she got interviewed, and someone asked, like, how do you feel about people being offended with what the movie, like, being offensive to Mexico and everything, and you are, I think she's Dominican. And she was like, well, I don't agree with those views, but like, I'm happy to have a discussion and whatever. But it was just like sort of dismissing it, and she didn't actually address anything. And it's just like, girl, maybe you just need to accept the fact that this is actually not a good movie. Like, it sucks that that's what you had to get an Oscar win for.
Yeah, it just was giving such weird vibes.
It's just weird. And then like Selena Gomez in that movie, she like actually can't really speak Spanish. So it was like she was doing Duolingo when she was speaking Spanish the whole time and that. And it's just all really bad. And it was written by a director who literally said word for word that like he just did his own version of what he thinks Mexico is and actually didn't do any sort of research to learn about how it's supposed to be.
Bizarre because there's so many Mexican artists that can do this.
Exactly.
I just don't understand. Like, why would you want to do another? Why don't you just do your own culture? Like, why don't you just do, if you're not Mexican, do whatever? Like, why are you picking that? And
it's not that hard to do the work. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, even if you have that idea, well, you have to bring on a couple of artists that are Mexican,
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't appreciate that. And then Adrian Brody, he had a really long acceptance speech. Like the music, well, first, as he was walking up, he spit his gum out, threw it to his wife, who is the ex-wife of Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
And she caught it. And I would have been like,
what was happening with that?
Absolutely not.
The speeches were out of control.
The speeches were. And like at first they were letting people go for a really long time. Then they kept cutting everyone short. And then he came up and the music started playing and he said, turn the music off. I know how this works. And then he kept on talking. And I was just like, what? Why are you feeling so entitled? I don't know. The Oscars are just weird for me. And I was just like, it's just giving Hollywood's out of touch.
It was giving that so much. It was like so disorganized. I think it's because we just watched the Grammys and the Grammys
Grammys did well.
The Grammys were so organized. Like we were like, there's always going to be memes after an award show, but like the memes were just like kind of funny. But looking back at it, I was like, that was so much more organized. Even the Tonys is more organized. Like, thank God the Tonys are next.
And Cynthia's hosting it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How fun.
Oh, that opening number. Let's fucking go. Yeah, because Ariana, she, I mean, like, come on. I don't know why Ariana did it that last time. That last opening was rough.
Oh, you're talking about Ariana DeBose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia about to eat it up. Well, let's just hope they're saving a few Oscars for next year for Wicked Part 2 for good.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what we're hoping because literally fuck. All right. Let's get into the topics, shall we?
Let's get into The Bachelor.
Grant Ellis.
Hometown dates.
4 dates that you're or 4 locations that you're going for the hometowns. They start with
Juliana. And she's in Boston. And they played that song.
Like you anticipated.
Right?
Oh, yeah, they did.
And I was like,
whoa. Up to Boston.
And they really went into like the rocky part of it. And I was like, this is so like not Juliana. So it's funny that they're playing this song.
Yeah. I got to know Juliana a little bit more. It hit me this episode. I know this girl. Like I have this type of person in my life already.
Yeah, she
like,
is
very much so.
I'm sorry, but she is like the ambassador for Fashion Nova. Like all of her outfits are literally straight from Fashion Nova. She wore a body shaping.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
The Skims dupe, whatever.
Like a Skims dupe bodysuit with some jeans for the whole date. And I was just like, what?
But also when they were like talking on the couch before they like went before the ceremony, when the girls were like talking beforehand, she was also wearing another Skims dupe. And I was like, this girl loves her Skims dupes. She looks
and then
good.
Like her dresses are always, it's just giving like sheer panel, like just
Yep,
straight
just like that.
thing, like nothing, like simple, very simple. No sort of like she's not a fashion girly.
She paid for her boobs, and
She
that's like
did, and
literally
she's
all
showing
she
them
needed.
off.
That's all she needed because she looks so good. I was literally thinking this episode, I was like, she's so hot. Like he's gonna marry her. Like why wouldn't you not? Like she's also just like so like bubbly. I think I'd be friends with her, but like she'd be one of those friends that like I see once a month.
Yeah, definitely not like a super close friend.
Not a super
Like
close friend.
She has super close friends, but it's like people that she like probably grew up with, you know, and like has just been with her
And
her
that's
whole
not
life.
because I just think I like to befriend people that are kind of like opposite of me. Like I think opposites attract. So I always like she's like a different deviation of me, and I think it'd be fun, but I think it'd be too much at one point. So, but anyways, I actually loved this hometown. I think it was one of the best hometowns we've seen in a while, and definitely the best one of the week.
The vibes were right. The family was nice and fun, and Grant wants to be a part of a big family, and she kind of ticked like all the boxes that he knew.
Yeah, they like made pizza during the day at the local pizza shop, whatever.
And cannolis. Yeah, she brought a cannoli on the entrance from the limo.
Yeah, and then Grant has a really nice conversation with the dad. I was like, wow, that really all went well.
Grant also just had to bring out the lone wolf thing again, because apparently Juliana calls her friends a wolf pack. So he was like, Mom, look at my tattoo. It's a wolf. I was like, please put that tattoo away. Enough.
He loves to whip that out.
He loves to whip it out.
Listen, she paid for her boobs. She shows off her boobs. He paid for the wolf tattoo. He's going to show it off.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Show your money's worth.
Shit.
Okay. And then I think, at the end of the date, he was like, you told me you're falling in love with me, and I'm doing the same. I'm also falling in love with you. So, yeah. It's on the good direction.
It was no notes with that. It was
really.
It was the best hometown.
They did play some Italian music like I thought they would, but they are actually Italian. So correct music this time.
At least they're actually Italian.
Yeah.
The vague European music has been funny, but it was Italian.
Yes.
Come on, Bachelor.
Oh, then we get to Zoe. And like, just like the meeting was just awkward and weird for me. And she tried to do the koala jump, but it wasn't a complete koala. I was just like, okay. And I just looked at them and I was like, this should have been Alex. I'm like, how did Zoe make it this far? You know?
I don't know.
I'm just like, why are you stringing this poor woman along? You know you're not going to choose her. You know you're not going to.
With the first impression rose, this is what always happens.
Yeah.
They always get so much hype in the beginning, and then he just kind of keeps her along because he's like, that was my first like connection with someone, and then it just peters out.
Loses steam. Yeah. But yeah, so they went to New York for her hometown, but she was like, I'm not actually from New York, but this is like my home now. And she was adopted, and she said that her parents weren't going to be there because she's basically like estranged from them. Like she cut ties with them like a year ago. And I'm like, I want to know more about that. But
also, like, this is not what he wants. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, he literally has stated that he wants to be part of a big family. And 2 out of the 4 girls are not showing their family. So
I'm like, this is so easy. It is Juliana or Latia.
Literally.
And it is Juliana. It's so obvious.
Yeah. Like, I think he wants it to be Latia, but I think it's going to be like kind of like a Peter Weber situation where he wanted, what's her name? Maddie? I don't know.
Something like that.
But she was so religious.
Maddie Pruitt, yeah.
That
we've seen.
Just don't
I saw
work.
a meme. We've seen this story before, and it was them. And I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
Hannah Ann, bring her home.
Bring her home. Never forget Barb.
That was literally the craziest thing.
What if we had Peter's mom on Traitors?
Bro, Peter's mom is so wrong for so many things.
Oh, God. She's something else.
She really wanted her time on the TV.
She did.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Zoe.
So
they're in New York.
Family's not there, but her sister?
Her sister and her aunt and uncle.
I was like, but where are you guys? Up in the Hamptons? Like, where was this shift?
I don't know, but also like the opening scene, they were in a park, and apparently they were in Union Square Park, but then they kept showing shots of Central Park.
Yes.
And I'm just like, please.
They were in Union Square because I saw them step out and I saw it was Union Square. And I was like, but then they kept doing the Central Park look. And I'm like, listen, I know every inch of that park. So like, I know it's on Central Park.
Yeah. And then they had to do, she was like, I want you to see the other side of me.
No.
Because I model.
No.
And so we're going to do a bridal photo shoot together. And I was just like, oh my God. And
he hated that.
He looked like he did not want to be there. He
did not look good. He did not look comfortable with her. It was just the whole time I was like, she needs to break up with her like now. He needs to break up with her right now.
Yeah.
Like immediately. And then the nighttime portion was weird. The sister was like, he looks at you like, he just like is so into you. And I'm like, girl, literally, what are you talking about?
Why is this face you're saying?
Why is the sister saying this? Why?
I don't know.
It's not right? I mean, did you think that?
I mean, no.
I thought she was sorely, what am I trying to say?
I don't know. What are you trying to say? She was sorely mistaken?
Yes, thank you. Why am I saying that phrase? When have I ever said that?
You have never.
Never have I ever.
Never have you ever.
Never have I ever uttered these words. Things that come to my mind when we record.
Yeah, but I will say it was nice because Zoe, when she saw her sister, she like started crying immediately. And I was like, oh, it's so nice to see this like sweet side to her because she is so robotic, you know? And I'm just like, where is your heart?
She's just a weird girl.
She's an interesting character. There's some layers in there, but you're going to have to dig real deep, you know?
And I don't care to dig.
We're not digging any deeper. No.
Dun, 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 dun. We didn't even talk about our auditions. I just realized that.
That's all right.
We had so many things to talk about. Okay, sorry.
No, we'll talk about that another time. Maybe after a week when we know the results.
We don't know anything.
But I also just want to say that even though the photo shoot was weird, I did think that they look great together. Like if you put that in a Macy's ad, I'd buy what they're selling. I can't speak. I'd buy what they're selling.
I mean, yeah, I'd buy it.
I was like, you guys are giving JCPenney and I'm here for it. But yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that date. Like he didn't say that he was falling in love with her. I think he said maybe I'm falling for her or something. But like, and the sister asked him like, so why didn't you get a one-on-one? And he was just like, I just wasn't there yet. Like not even like, oh, you know, timing, like nothing, no valid excuse besides I just wasn't feeling her yet.
No, I think I remember he didn't say he's falling in love. He said, I really like her a lot.
Yeah.
Just send her home.
Send her home. I don't know why I keep going into song. Send her home.
Send her home. Pack those bags.
Oh, yeah. And then after
and then it gets even worse.
After Zoe, though, I just want to note that there was a commercial for Daisy cottage cheese, and Daisy was in the commercial from last season.
She got her coin.
I was like, you better get your coin, girlie.
Get your coin.
Yes.
The music video is not enough.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Guys, they need to stop. Then it goes into the worst one.
Latia?
Oh, wait, was Dina last?
Dina was last.
I'm getting so sorry.
I was like, you thought Latina's was horrible?
I didn't think it was horrible, but Juliana's was definitely better.
I think like I actually loved Latia's hometown, but it just wasn't for Grant.
So so Grant goes to Wyoming, which is not where they're actually from, but it was just a good, I guess.
Really?
She explained it in the beginning.
Oh.
Because obviously I think they're from Utah, but
they just got a big old ranch in Wyoming.
I think
rich.
Well, everyone out there like that has money.
Yes.
Like that's known.
Yeah. Because they went horseback riding.
She talks about they like grew up with horses. Like, listen, if someone has a horse,
if you're a horse girl,
if you have a horse,
you're rich.
Your parents are so rich. They're wiping their asses with like $100 bills.
Yeah. So then, then there's this big family meeting. She literally brought all the extended family. There was like a weird, like Latia went to hug her sister, then Grant joined in on the hug. And I was like, did you get the invite? But okay. It's like a weird 3-person hug. I don't know why I saw that, but it's weird. And then, something came up where like her nickname was TT, and now he would not stop calling her TT. So I'm naming this drink TT. Oh, hey, TT.
TT. And then when he was leaving, bye, TT. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, Lord. He loves to just take something and run with it.
He does. He's like, I'm writing a new song called TT.
TT,
do you love me? Are you riding? Oh, gosh.
So yeah, then Grant has a conversation with Latia's mom, and he tells her mom that he's falling in love with her. I don't think he did that with any other parent.
Yeah, this man is, like I said, he's sorely mistaken.
Sorely mistaken.
Because he's about to be in a pickle.
Mm-hmm. And then I thought the scene with her grandpa was really cute. And he was like, I've never seen you like this with someone before.
You know what? We always need an older gentleman to help us out.
Yeah. And she talks about like, her dad passing and like how it's sad that he's not there. But it is interesting how like she's like literally the only person of color.
Yeah, because the dad was he was
from Fiji.
He's from Fiji.
And,
those jeans are strong.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she looks like fully. Like what white? Where?
No, I didn't think she was white at all.
Neither.
But she is.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, her mom remarried to a regular white man. So like the whole family's just white.
And her.
And then there's her.
That's actually so funny and iconic.
I wonder how she feels about that. She doesn't really talk about that. But that would be something
talk about that
I'm sure is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
But,
and she's like, yeah, in the Mormon faith, like, I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was so much talk about she was just like, are you nervous? And he's just like, I actually do love Grant. Because Grant was like, I'm not nervous. I just like don't know anything about Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, stop asking me if I'm nervous. He's like, I'm not like, if I love you, like, we're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he doesn't love her.
I mean,
no, he doesn't.
When he was talking to her mom, she was just like, as long as you're, believe in God and that's your main focus in the marriage, then like it's fine. Like you don't have to be Mormon. So I was like, yeah, all right, perfect. And then at the end of the day, she also spoke to her mom and she was saying that the only thing she's worried about is that he sleeps with another girl next week.
He has been waiting to sleep with Juliana for a long time.
I have a hard time seeing him in a sexual way though.
I know.
I like can't see him.
He's too tall to have sex.
Especially with these tiny girls.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Aries, look at someone and be like...
I wonder that. I don't know how short people do... Like, I feel like it would just have to be a cowgirl situation, Like, always the girl on top.
I don't know.
Anyway. But I don't
They gotta make it work.
I don't think he would sleep with the girls, to be honest.
I want him to. I think
he'd do some hard makeout, some hard other things, but
I'm so sorry.
I don't think he needs to
I'm so sorry.
Put it in.
I would literally sleep with all three people.
I would not.
I probably would.
I mean, if I knew who I really liked, maybe I would just sleep with like my top two, but not the other person. So sorry to you.
Listen, I don't know.
But who knows? I'm not.
I know. I love to act like we're in this situation. We are not in this situation.
We are not.
We can't even get a date. But here
if
we
I
are.
were a contestant, I would also be like, no,
because I would sleep with everyone. But if he slept
I'd have
with
to
anyone,
put him like in a lie detector test and know that I'm the only person he's going to sleep with, and that I'm being chosen. Like, because sometimes they tell you like you're it. Like, don't worry, you're fine. Like, I feel like Joey did that with Kelsey because they were so happy the next day.
Yeah.
My God. That's what I can't wait to see the next day things. That's how you know.
That's the most telling. So yeah, it was a good date with Latia. I would say it was almost as good as Juliana's, but I think Juliana's still kind of shined.
And then I don't know what she said. She either said I love you or I'm falling in love with you to him at the end of the day. She said
I love you.
Okay. Yeah. She said I love you.
She did the big
bada bing,
I love
bada
you.
Boom. Then we get to
rough
Dina. Poor
in
Dina.
Chicago. So
Chicago.
Yeah. She so basically her family pulled out last minute.
That sucks. It's 11 people in that family and not one of them wanted to show up. Actually 13 if you include the parents. 13 viable options and not
She's
one
like,
of them.
my dad's like a pastor, like it's not happening. I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Or like a deacon or
so hard to pay
something.
attention to her date.
It was so bad. Then all her friends with the biggest lips in the whole county
So many lips.
so many lips to this carnival. All I saw was lips and like cotton candy
and bright lights.
and bright lights. And Grant was out here like, bro, I'm done. He was spent.
Yeah.
He was like, I've been to Wyoming and back, and I can't. You know? And she was upset, and she was like, I hope this doesn't affect it. It did. It did because like
the vibes.
What is he gonna do? Propose after he met two wonderful families and has girls telling them, no, bye, Dina. Like
it's over, babes.
He doesn't even like blondes. It's done.
Honestly, she is the outlier. So I don't even know what else to say about that date, because what's the point? You know?
I have nothing to say as well. That's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say, because then all the girls get together for the rose ceremony, and before the rose ceremony, they're talking about their dates and how great it went, and all the families meeting, and Dina was like, yeah, so he didn't meet any of my family.
And the girls were like, oh, well, what the fuck are you doing here for? I'm sorry. I would literally be like, okay, so like my whole fucking family's dropped everything to see him, and yours just didn't. Like, I feel bad for Dina. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
It's you're done. Bye.
You're done. You're cooked.
Your family literally got you off the show. I don't think she would have won either way.
No. But then, as that's happening, Grant has a conversation with Joey. He's back on our screen,
and Joey's just like giving Jesse Palmer vibes, like giving us that like mentor, like.
He's like, these final moments are so important.
He's like, what is it? Rose ceremony tonight? Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me pull into my. I don't know what he's. It was funny. Also, he was like sunburnt. He had a full beard.
Yeah, I'm like, when was this filmed?
He is flushed.
This poor man.
But I'm just like, just put him on the screen all the time, you know? I'll never have that again.
He was such a good bachelor. Anyways.
So good.
Yeah, he's like, hold on to these moments. Like, you got to pay attention to everything. I'm like, okay.
Then they have the rose ceremony, and it's in a theater. Gone are
the days that we're on the tarmac in the freaking airport.
No one's being sent onto a plane immediately.
I hated that we weren't at the airport.
Yeah.
We need to be at the airport. What is this?
Maybe, no, not next week, because they're going to be, I think they're going to the Dominican Republic next week.
Yeah, they're going to DR.
But yeah, so in a shocking turn of events, Dina is kicked out, and Zoe made it to the top 3 in her Jasmine-inspired outfit. She did Disney bounding for Jasmine for her rose ceremony look. Okay,
I'm floored. I mean, Dina had to go because that was fucking ridiculous of her family. Like, she had to leave.
She had to go.
But like,
honestly, like, just kick them both out.
I mean, you could have just
take the top 2.
I mean, you did not have to give. He's like, well, maybe might as well sleep with another girl.
I don't know.
Like, not actually sleep, but like spend
of course,
time, you know.
Yes.
But hey, maybe even sleep too.
Hey, what if Zoe somehow wins the whole thing? Wouldn't that be something?
She's not it.
She's not.
I'm so certain it's Juliana. Like, if it's not Juliana.
And like, I really think that might have been the engagement ring on her finger on that TikTok.
Yeah.
But she hasn't taken it down, so I don't know.
I'm also agreeing with you. I think she took it down and be too sus. I think she's just like, fuck
she's
it.
just like, nope, just gonna keep it up.
Anyways, that's the episode. We have the women tell all next week. Jesse Palmer's going to be on my screen. It's going to be a good time.
Carolina's about to get
Carolina. Carolina. She's back.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, I think that's enough about The Bachelor. Yawn. Moving on to something else. All right, everyone.
Okay.
We're back in separate places. 24 hours later.
24 hours later, ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
So much can happen in 24 hours.
Literally so much can happen in 24 hours.
You end up in a different state. I end up with food poisoning. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it's from... Wait, should you say where it's from? People are going to be really upset about it. Because it's a well-loved establishment.
I mean, it is, but also maybe this is a sign saying, girls, stop eating there. Because they don't support the rights that you support.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, basically, I went and ate at Chick-fil-A. I can't even speak. I ate Chick-fil-A and I saw all of it again later. So yeah, there's that. But you know what kept me going is Traitors. which I did not realize it was the finale and the reunion.
It was a two-parter. Like I was stunned because I saw I thought I knew it was gonna be the last episode, but I didn't know if it was like gonna be a moment for the reunion. Like I didn't understand how they were doing that. But no, it was back-to-back episodes, both dropped. And I personally just what did you think of the ending? Just like,
I
what
was
did you think
so
of it?
happy. I was so happy how it all turned out.
I knew you would love the ending. It was just like a happy ending.
It
was a happy ending.
It really was.
It's how we wanted it to end, I think.
Yes. I like, if Danielle had made it any further, I would have been so angry. I think the world would have been angry.
I'm happy that the faithfuls won and Gabby and Dylan.
Yes.
I wanted one of them to win. The fact that both of them won, I was like, yes. And then Ivor and Dolores being there are so random.
So random. Dolores made it by like the skin of her teeth, okay?
Dolores making it is so funny. And we'll get into it a little bit more because she was so funny at the reunion as well. So yes, we're going to cover all the things. Let's go from the top because it picks up right where we left off and they are kind of speeding it along. I said, yes, I love this. They kept us on a cliffhanger for a week. They start off right where we left off where Brittany was turning over the thing. Now in the moment, I was just like, it can't be true. They've developed this relationship. There's no way that Danielle or Brittany is going to betray Danielle again after they built this bond. Boy, was I wrong.
According to Brittany, it's because Dolores looked at Danielle and nodded to her, making her think that she was going to vote for her. But then, in the reunion, Dolores was like, I did not do that. That was just editing. So
this nod thing, they did discuss it in the reunion a little bit. I'm unsure of the I'm unsure where that.
I mean, I don't know. We'll never know because
we'll never know.
You can edit a show however you want to look however you want it to look. So yeah. But I mean, it was probably the smartest choice for Brittany to make because if she didn't vote for Danielle, then she would have looked like a traitor. So
yeah, and the thing is, she even said it. She was like, if it wasn't that time, they would have banished her because there was so much doubt around Danielle.
Yeah.
And now they're catching on. Dylan's just she had all good things to say except Brittany. Brittany was pretty aggressive. You're the traitor. It was so kind of obvious because they knew the pattern of the traitors going after the traitors that it was just they knew.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, and then Brittany's reaction after it happened because Danielle was just pissed off and said good things about everyone except for Brittany, and then Brittany was sobbing and whatever, and so then it just kind of makes her look suspicious. And Dylan, thank God, is sort of thinking correctly, thinking correctly, not thinking correctly at the same time.
When he hugged her from behind while she was sobbing, I was
that is such. I did not. That
girl,
did not
I don't
do
know
anything.
how you didn't even see that. I was literally
I saw it happen, but everyone was hugging her, so that's why I was just oh, whatever. It never was but I want him to hug me like that. I mean, I would love for that to happen, but
I do.
That's so funny. I was just focusing on her crying.
Yeah, but she was crying, and the thing is, it was genuine because, like I said, it's this deep-seated thing that they have going on, from Big Brother, and then they carried it into here, then they reconciled, and then she did exactly what she did on Big Brother. But it was a game move. She had to do it. She had to do it.
And then we find out who the seer is, and of course, it's Brittany. So
I was this would have worked. I think they needed to do the seer a week early if they do this again.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of pointless now. I'm
right.
It doesn't matter. They already know it's Brittany. So it's yeah. But anyways, yeah.
But, I was surprised that she chose Gabby to go in the room with her. I thought she was going to choose someone else. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I thought it was going to be either Gabby or Iva.
Yeah, because, I think Danielle and Gabby had the, beef the night before at the round table. So she was just let me just get my girl Gabby. And I think she also knew that she could maybe kind of get her on her side.
Yeah.
And see if they
And
could get after Dylan together. And that's what she did. Like, ultimately, that was her game plan at the end. But
mhm.
it was just, it couldn't happen.
But I thought, like, everyone being like, oh yeah, she'll lie and say that she's a traitor. Like, why would you ever do that? Then it's so obvious that you're a traitor. If she came out of the room and was like, yeah, Gabby is a traitor, not a faithful. Like all the
Yeah.
other, everyone else thought that that's what she would do.
Mhm.
But if you did that, Gabby would be like, no, she's lying.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so it was definitely the smartest thing for her to do by saying that she is a faithful, because
Yeah.
it wins them over.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking like, well, if I would have said that, yes, Gabby is a faithful, but that I think that means that there's one traitor left, and I would have like, which I guess she sort of did with Dylan. But I just, some reason I thought she was going to go after Iva and not Dylan. But
yeah,
it was a good argument for Dylan, I guess, because he's so goody two shoes.
It was a good argument. Like, she did a good job, but it just, Dylan had won the hearts of them long ago.
Yeah.
So those Efron jeans were still swooning years later.
Oh yeah.
And then we see Brittany get banished, but then she doesn't reveal her identity, which is fun. I like that.
Oh wait, is this after the challenge?
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot about the challenge.
Yeah. They had to like do some.
Wait, that challenge was
mission.
It was so Bachelor coded.
I would love to be hanging from a helicopter and just be swung around.
I literally loved that moment because Dolores and Brittany went together, and then Gabby and Dylan. Ivor went alone. Mm-hmm. Wow, that was fun.
Flying in the sky,
and they just had to drop it into a.
Gabby working with Dylan, I think, kind of instilled trust in him.
Even more trust. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree because. But I think it was already there. I don't think that I think at that round table, like it was going to be Brittany. She had a good
She just
argument,
went in too hard. Like when they go in so hard
and
like
then
that,
it's like, it's always the traitor. The traitors are always the really aggressive ones at the table.
They gotta change their tactic next season. Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be like next season because this season was crazy with the traitors on traitors hate.
Yeah, they gotta start working together because it was too much. It's too much. But yeah. So Brittany left.
Brittany leaves, and then they take things outside.
Yeah, they take it outside to the fire pit, but not the Love Island fire pit. And I was really worried because I thought Dolores was gonna want to try and get rid of Dylan. So I was so stressed out. I was like, please let Dylan win. Like, he's come so far. Like, don't let him get banished.
I think it's so funny. Dolores did everything wrong in the show, but she did everything right at the very end. She finally understood the game at the end.
Truly. She is just one lucky duck to be getting some money. Okay. Oh, and then Alan talked to each of them and what they would do with the money. And Gabby was like, I think I could get married to my girlfriend. And look at her now. She's married, guys.
I was like, that was a spoiler.
Yeah, it was so cute. I loved it. So yeah, then they all have to decide if they want to end the game with the people that are left, or if they feel like they need to banish someone. And they chose I don't know, they had a sack or whatever, and Alan threw each of their little bags into the fire, and if it turned green, that means that the game is over. And luckily everyone's bag turned green. And I was like, yes, because I don't think they've ever had, I think they said it was the first time they've had this big of a group win.
Yeah.
And I was yes.
It was good.
God. It was so good.
They all walk home with 60 grand. So it's fine. They all won.
Yeah.
I think so because it was
120.
Oh, it was 120? I thought it was 240. I don't know what it was at the end.
I was doing math. It's probably around 50K, 60K. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, not all of them needed it, but Gabby and maybe Dylan. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm did anyone really need money? But apparently Gabby did.
They're all famous. But
I'm Gabby, are you you are making money?
And Gabby did a shotgun wedding in Vegas. So
Yeah, also, wait, I forgot to like say my thoughts about this, but I really loved that. And also her dress was like so like not cute, but like it didn't matter.
I didn't even think it was a dress. Was it?
It was a dress.
I thought it was just like a sheer piece of fabric. I don't know. She's doing so much like promo for it that I don't know what's what.
But they got married in January,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but like
They've
just
been
now
keeping it
launched
under
it.
wraps. Oh, I see the dress now. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just so typical. And you know what? Shotgun weddings are like the ones like they say the smaller the wedding and the least amount of money you spend on a wedding, the better the marriage will be.
Well, I hope
Or at
that's
least
the
that's
case.
what Michael told me that. Michael was telling me that today because I was like talking about weddings and we're just talking about lavish weddings. And he was like, "Did you know it's statistically proven?" And I was like,
Yeah. Well,
anyways, back to Traitors. So yeah, they all win. It's a great time. And then we get right
happy
into the reunion,
days,
right?
right into the reunion.
The choice to have
what-
Andy Cohen.
I was like,
Is it the correct
is he
choice, or
always
is
the
it-
one? But I think he's been hosting the reunions. Yeah.
Andy Cohen is Bravo. He is the reunion master. He is the interviewer extraordinaire. He pulls the craziest things from Twitter and the internet and TikTok, and he brings it to the table. I always appreciate Andy's real time feedback from the audience on whatever social platform, and he always brings it into the reunion, and that's what makes it so messy, and that's what makes him so good at interviewing. I love Andy Cohen. I love him. I love him so much. I love him. I love to see him on his screen. It feels like Housewives, but like not, because it's just like, and seeing like people like Gabby and like the Big Brother people and the Survivor people with Andy is so funny. Like it's just like, and the Housewives are like sat and ready to go because they're like, we do this. Like we're ready.
Yeah. Speaking of freaking Ion and Dorinda, they were like getting so angry with Bob, the drag queen, for like being mean to them. And Bob was just like, I literally didn't know who you guys were before the show. Like, and you didn't know who I was. So what's the problem here? And they're like, you're just trying to get your 5 minutes of fame. Meanwhile, Ion is literally having a whole moment standing up and yelling at him. It's like, this is literally you trying to have your 5 minutes of fame by having this whole big outburst on the reunion. It's not doing anything, girlfriend. Like, she is such a character. And I believe that she's just playing into her character. But sometimes I'm just like, okay, this is too much. Sit down.
So bitter. So bitter.
I'm just like, you guys literally don't matter. Like, just be quiet.
Like, shh.
But
like you're irrelevant. Like you don't need to be angry because like you didn't even get in the, you weren't even in the tea. Like you weren't even in it.
They were gone after week 2, both of them. Bye. Week 1, maybe. I don't remember.
I think Dorinda was the first one out.
Yeah, and then Ian was the next one. So I was just like, you guys are, too much.
Yeah.
Too much. I also noticed that so many of the people's outfits, the boobies were pushed up. Okay, Carolyn's. They were just
all I saw
up.
was Carolyn.
She was, I was like, wow. And so were Dolores.
Yes, Dolores's were out.
What else stuck out? Oh my God. So like they were talking to Carolyn about like her experience and like if Danielle respected her or not. And she was like, no, I didn't feel respected. And she started crying. And then Dolores, as her way of like cheering her up, was like, you're number 7 on Cameo. I was like, what?
That was so funny. I was like, dying. Dolores, what was that grab? Also, why do you know those stats off? Like, and Carolyn was just like, what? I mean, I understand. Dolores is just stupid. I think she's just stupid. Like, she just doesn't know what's happening. And she just like randomly got to the end.
Yeah, for sure.
She was so funny because she's like, I've never won anything in my life. She
was
like, so
she was a
proud.
Correctional officer? I didn't realize that. I was like, girl, what? How?
She is so funny.
Oh, and then Andy kind of got to the stuff that we really wanted to know, which was asking Danielle about the whole swearing on her grandkids and if she told Brittany that she was a traitor. She said that yes, she did swear on her grandkids because that's how like she won Dolores over. because Dolores is such a family person.
And like also something about like religion too. I think
Yeah,
she
I
was
think
like,
she's just
I'm
saying
like,
that like,
yeah.
you're religious. I'm religious. I'm,
And that's how she got
she was
Dolores.
trying to do everything she could to make them believe that she wasn't a traitor.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. But she said, I did what I had to do. But both her and Brittany are claiming that there was no traitor stuff being spilt.
I think they shut it down.
Know.
They shut it down pretty quick. And I honestly think that is rumors. I don't think that's true. I don't believe it's true, at least.
No, I don't think so either.
Because they do sign an NDA and it's like, they are game players at the end of the day. Like they're going to play by the rules. They're going to play dirty, but they're playing by the rules.
Mm-hmm. The only other thing that
there was like some other funny things I'm thinking about, because what about Sierra and Boston Rob? She was like, I didn't realize you were like hot back then.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm dead. I said, she really said what we all needed to say out loud.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love the transparency of it. And then when Tom comes to, Tom's like all excited for the reunion. Like he's never been I've never seen him look like that at a reunion in my life.
Because usually he's the one getting hated on.
The last reunion for Vanderpump Rules was a bloodbath. Like,
right.
So like he comes in. Here's the question. Are we forgiving Tom Sandoval?
I think we are. We got to move on.
I can't believe it.
I mean, we can forgive, but don't forget. You know?
You're right. You're right. But when they showed that scene of him singing again, the way I'm bursting out loud in laughter, my brother and his girlfriend Danny, like we were down there, they hadn't seen Traitors, but they watched Survivor, so they knew all Survivor people. Like obviously they know like Gabby and stuff like that. They were like, what is this show? I'm like, where have y'all been? It's Traitors. Like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
And they were gagged by the Tom Sandoval singing. I said, you just had to be there.
It was so good. It was so good. Oh, we'll
what are other things that I know?
The only thing that I wrote down that I had no idea that Iva was gay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because Andy, like in a transition to something else, he was like, just like Gabby, Iva, and Chriselle, like saying that they like switched ways, saying that they became gay. I don't know why he was saying
Bob
it.
Harper is too, right?
Yeah, but I think it was just like because they weren't always gay.
Oh, I see. The flip
of it all. Yeah.
The flip
and I was
of
like,
it all.
OMG. So I did a little Google search and I was like, oh, look at him with his partner. Go off, King. Literally, because he's in the royal family. Okay.
I really loved it. I'm so sad that it's over, to be honest.
I'm sad, but I'm also like,
it had to end.
Please.
It was, but the thing
I need
is,
something to get off my plate.
It ended on a good note.
It ended on such a great note. So
like
I'm happy.
It was like a happy ending. It was like, I don't know.
Because last year, I didn't really like that the two that won, I don't remember their names, but they were on like Survivor or Big Brother 2, but like they like made a pact together to be like, it's just going to be us two at the end. So like they kept getting rid of people until it's just those two. And so I was just like, this isn't giving all in this together. High School Musical, you know? It was giving.
And Dylan really brought it out on us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just loved it. I loved it. Nice work, guys. Traitors, season 3. One for the books.
One for the books. No, that's a wrap. Now we just gotta catch up on Love is Blind. The episodes are out today, so I will be getting to watching on that.
All right, everyone. Those are our thoughts. Those are our feelings. I enjoyed Traitors so much. The Bachelor is still a disappointment. We'll be covering Love is Blind.
Can I just say that TikTok Grant made of that trend?
Listen, his season's disappointing, but he is actually getting I like him now.
Yeah, that video gave him brownie points for me. I was like, this is the Grant I want to see. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, I think he just like doesn't give a fuck, and like I don't know. Like he's going to pick Juliana. I'll just see how long they last. But anyways, Love is Blind is kind of like all over the place with their like how they're dropping episodes because one is tonight and one is on Sunday. We were filming this on Friday. So like one's Friday night, one's Sunday night. So we're going to just do all of that together next week because it just makes more sense for, organizational skills. I need all the shows to kind of do everything at once. Could they?
Yeah.
Could they do that?
Please help us podcasters out.
We're struggling.
Strugglina.
But anyways,
that's a wrap for today. We will see you guys next week and talk about all things Love is Blind and The Bachelor. Okay?
bye.
Bye.